Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at Batman with Mega Gear from the Spin Master 4-inch Batman line. You probably saw the review I did with King Shark, and he had a Mega Gear armor. This is kind of a glider for Batman. Not really so much an armor, more of a glider. But I'm really excited because it comes with a blue and gray costume Batman, which I really like from the kind of 80s comics, kind of like the Neil Adams era of Batman. I was blanking on Neil Adams' name there for a second. I'm like, I know his name. But yes, I kind of like the blue and gray costume, so I'm really happy to get a Batman in that costume as well. But yeah, packaging's pretty simple. Just a big bubble on a card. Spin around to the back. Kind of shows Batman with his glider in the shadows. Transforms, as you can see right there. It's going to be kind of a spring-loaded gimmick, very similar to the shark armor for King Shark. So, yeah, that's going to pretty much do it for the packaging. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy out of the packaging here, and we'll take a closer look. Alright, well here is Batman and the glider out of the packaging. Going to take a quick look at the Batman figure we get. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the blue and the gray with the big yellow bat on the chest. I think that looks really, really cool. Otherwise, it's pretty much exactly the same as the black and gray Batman. It's the same figure, just painted differently. You do have a blue cape on the back with the hole cut out so that the cape can be down after you plug something into his back. So it plugs through both of those. But otherwise, it's the same articulation. Head can spin side to side. You have the ratchets in the shoulder, the spin and ratchet in the elbow, nothing in the waist. Hips kick to the front, kick to the side, thigh swivel. Then you have nice ratchet in the knee, as well as a spin in the knee as well. And then from the knee down is one solid piece of plastic. But yeah, it's a good figure. I think it looks great. And like I said, I love this color scheme. As for the glider, it's pretty simple, but I like it. You have a black bat with yellow outline there on the front. And then this, you can see there's kind of a long tube here that pegs into that tab right there, as you can see. Otherwise, this just kind of lifts up so you can put Batman in there. You're going to see this giant peg here, and you're just going to peg that into his back very simply. And then this is going to come over the head, go in between the legs. This is why you kind of have to move the cape off to the side to make sure you don't mess up the cape. That's kind of my only complaint about this, is that there's not a great place, because of the way it connects. You can't really like just leave the cape down like you'd like to. It kind of flies over here on the side. What are you going to do? You can bring the hands up to grab onto these controls if you prefer. So just bend him at the elbow and then bring this up. I'm going to push the joint for the shoulder a little bit closer to the body. There we go. So you can probably take the time to put them on a little bit better if you'd like, but they're on there. Then you're going to come around to the back. You're going to fold the wings straight back. Then you're going to bend this down and bend this back, and then you'll see it'll catch down here on this little gray piece. Just like that. Do the same thing over here. Watch the cape, watch the cape. Oh, things are coming unhooked. Okay, there we go. Why is it doing this thing? I swear I wasn't having this trouble with it earlier. Okay, there we go. And then what you're going to do is this piece down here, you're going to push it down, and there you go. The glider deploys, and then it looks like he's got some little thrusters here. He's gliding around, taking controls right here. So it's kind of neat. I mean, it's a kind of basic thing. The back of the bat does kind of help him stand a little bit, because it kind of, again, like the shark, makes a tripod. But I think the shark armor works a little better than this. It's not bad if you just want like a fun little single flying vehicle for Batman. You know, this glider, pretty cool. And it should be able to be used with any of the other figures, I would think. As long as it can peg into the back, should have no problem. And all of these figures have the same peg hole in the back, so it honestly might even work better for someone like Nightwing, because he doesn't have a cape. But I think it's kind of cool. I mean, you know, you have the wings like that, and then you just go ahead and deploy. It is kind of fun and satisfying to hit that button and watch the wings pop out. I think that's pretty cool. And I think kids would like it because it's kind of a cheap vehicle with Batman. It's only, you know, $5 extra. Like the normal figure would be $7.99. This is $12.99. So $5 extra gives you kind of a simple vehicle for Batman to patrol the city. And it's fairly easy to get him in and out of here. So if we just unpeg him from the controls and then unpeg this from down here, and then just make sure when you're lifting this up, you clear the head. It's the only thing you want to be careful about. And then you just unpeg. It is a little difficult to unpeg him, I will be honest, but not impossible. There we go. It's just because that peg is really long, so he's really connected on there. But yeah, my only real complaint is just that it's hard with the cape. I feel like, I don't know what they could have done. I mean, I guess you could kind of just like fold it up or something like that, but I feel like that would crease the cape over time, so I'm not sure. But I really like this Batman. I like the color scheme for him. I think the glider's kind of cool. And like I said, for an extra $5, I think it's a fun inclusion. And it is kind of really neat and satisfying to just kind of pop these wings back, hook them in, and then have them flip out like that. It's really cool. So I think it's fun. I definitely recommend picking it up. I mean, if you don't really care about the glider vehicle, there are other versions of Batman if you just want a Batman action figure. But if you're like me and you really like the blue and gray costume, I think having this little glider is also fun. I don't think there's any other way to get the blue and gray Batman right now. He is kind of locked into the glider set. I don't know if they're going to do a single release of him later. If you really don't care about the glider and you want to wait and see if they do a single release of him, it's possible. But for now, you have to buy the glider if you want this variant. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.